What is up, peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks to all of you guys who have been subscribing and leaving comments as of late. I love you for that. That really does mean a lot. Recently breaking 30,000 subs here on the channel. Today we're talking about something that's going to be beat to a pulp by the time we're done with it. Nadeshot ranting on stream about Call of Duty anti-cheat and cheaters in video games. A topic that will be, I would say, heavily discussed for the next month or so because every game is having issues with this, it seems, as of late. But Nadeshot even going on to say that if he could, he would shut down Call of Duty to fix this anti-cheat and get things right.
My point is, like, it's not your job as a fan and a player to, like, understand and respect and rationalize their anti-cheat working. We just expect it to work. But, man, it's probably, like, insanely difficult. Because while all of these companies are moving slow and the changes to Call of Duty are moving slow, all these independent third-party cheating websites, they can move fast, bro. They don't have these layers of approval and all these fucking people and hoops to jump through. They're just sitting here in fucking Russia or wherever the hell they're cooking these damn things up, and they're making these things as quick as they can. And every time Ricochet comes out with an update where they just spent the last 2 months trying to remove all these permissions and API access, and I'm probably not making any sense, but like they're fixing problems that they had 3 months ago where all the cheater companies are creating things to get past all the old shit they just did. Like the pace, they just can't keep up. I guarantee it. That's the problem. Whereas like if you look at Vanguard, which is Valorant's anti-cheat, they were building their anti-cheat from the ground up. That's why they have like this kernel access. This shit's above my pay grade, boys. I'm just trying to understand it as the common man. I genuinely believe, and they'll never do it, because at the end of the day, Activision has a bottom line, quarterly earnings. It's a public company. They have to continue to deliver on this fucking revolving door of bringing money and cash into the business. They got to sell the bundles. They need to sell a new title every year. Like, there's billions of dollars at stake. But if I were Call of Duty, clearly you still have a ravenous fan base that loves the game and wants to play it. You know, no matter how much bitching and complaining the community does, they keep coming back every single year. And that's a lot of the argument that's been made against this tweet. But if I were Activision, for the first time in my life, I would hit the fucking reset button and I would actually make decisions for the community. And you're going to lose a little bit of money with this idea, but stick with me here. Bro, I would shut this fucking game down for the next month, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however long it takes. And I would use all the resources at my disposal to get Ricochet up to speed and to have it working at the level of which the community expects. Like, even if they shut down the game and do this exactly how I say it, I'm sure as soon as the game went live, these cheaters would catch back up and it'd probably be all for naught. But I'm just spitballing here where people are going to come back and play the game. And if money wasn't in the equation and revenue didn't matter at all, I would legitimately shut down the game for a couple months and get a full reset so that they can fix the anti-cheat as best as they possibly can. They invest a bunch of money on the back end to get these damn 12, 8 tick rate servers that basically we've been playing on for the last 15 years and get us on this new shit that we get with Counter-Strike and Valorant and all of these hardcore competitive titles. Because at the end of the day, like, the community, I think, is stable. They're going to come back and play it. So why not just bend the damn knee, give us everything that we need from an infrastructure perspective to make the game as of a fluid experience as possible, and then go back to making all the money with the operators and the bundles and the new titles and everything.
And he obviously has other issues with this game too. The SR system is something he has talked about extensively, which we'll touch on probably in a different video. But all of this coming off the back of, I was just at a Rainbow Six Siege event talking to one of their devs. It was actually Joshua Mills. He's the game director over at R6, and they are working on a new machine learning anti-cheat. That interview will hopefully be on this channel sometime in the future. But even just talking to a dev about this, it's a rampant issue, and it is very difficult, as Nadeshot alludes to in this clips and others. It's very difficult to stay ahead of the curve against these cheat makers, so much so that dev teams have to try and outbleed them, right? Like both sides are bleeding resources. I mean, individual cheat makers and hackers are making lots of money doing these kind of things, developing these cheats, but it's really a bleed resource kind of battle, and who can outcompete with the other. And it's tough. Like, it is not an easy thing to do. But it's so interesting hearing those conversations on the dev side and then hearing a streamer's side about this too. And it's certainly been an issue. And will Call of Duty do anything to fix it? I've been trying to think about, like, is there any incentive for a lot of these big corporate games to fully fix cheaters? I think back to an example like that of RuneScape, where they have a lot of bots playing their game, and it does boost player count numbers, and a lot of these bots are buying membership. Is that somewhat along the same vein for a Call of Duty player? Like, if these Call of Duty players aren't actually quitting the game and we keep coming back and buying skins, is stopping cheaters and hackers going to be their top priority? It's probably not their biggest financial incentive to do so. It probably takes a lot of money, time, and effort to try and stop them. So I really don't know. And I would love that one day maybe they have the transparency to talk about the difficulties of actually competing with these cheat makers, but we will wait and see. Until then, Nadeshot and every other streamer on earth in this past week has complained about Call of Duty cheaters and cheaters in general. So what do you guys think? As always, my DMs are open for stories like this. I appreciate y'all being here, okay? Drink buffs, that code Lucky down below. We love them. Have one every single day. And thanks for all of you guys for making this possible. Till then, take care. Ta-ta.